Yo, another watch list going into Wednesday. It's a half day, closes at, I believe, 1 p.m. Eastern. Wednesday, July 3rd. July 3rd, half day, July 4th is a day off, and then back to a full day on Friday. Kind of screws up the week a little bit, momentum wise. But, anyways, we got Tesla on this little breakout kind of daily here, and it's starting to speed up and it's bringing some energy names with it. Huddy had kind of brought to my attention this morning that's kind of the sympathy names that have been going with this, is a lot of the energy and electric vehicle names. So OPTT was an energy name, and he thinks it was moving in sympathy with it. I had mentioned I was swinging it overnight on these 26 scoops. I had added some more pre-market. I got up at 1 a.m. my time, 4 a.m. Eastern, in case we got the 50-cent gap or 40s at that time, which we didn't. We got the week pre-market. So I put some on here at 7 a.m. We got a little perk, and then 8 a.m. put out a PR, and I started selling on my way into 50s. And then off the open, I was leaning into these lower highs, fall through momentum, using 42s, 43s as a guide from pre-market. And I started scaling in, looking for a 30, 35 wash. And once we started getting these higher lows, I moved on. Great trader. I handled this one very well. ICU was my other overnight, and my stop got slipped a little bit because of illiquidity. I was stopping under the 920s, and it stopped me down at 870s. So I got 50 cents of slippage, which kind of sucked. So that loss was quite a bit bigger than I was hoping. Was kind of thankful that I had OPTT overnight. Otherwise, that wouldn't have been such a great morning. Um, Red zone. I'm just gonna put this one. My staying familiar list has gotten a lot bigger, but my actionable trades, like for the next day, are not super long. So this one we got this big first day, and now if we get like an inside day holding these 270s, within this 270 to 320 range, and then maybe a rebreak of that the day after, like going into Friday, we might get that 3-day move. KTRA, again, staying familiar, waiting for 35s to build. This daily is still holding up even after this monster fail. The wicks are still kind of holding up, so gonna wait for 35s. CRZ, another little trade here. Bought this downtrend break right there. We got these lower highs, higher lows. I bought the downtrend break and then sold right here into prior resistance, just proactive, because it was straight up from 970s to 1040s, and that's roughly its daily range anyways. So nice little single there. And then you've got Kava, Next, NNE, daily charts still holding up that have been in play. Dogs, EJH, and Clue, still China names I'm keeping on watch. The volume started picking up here on Clue today, so I had put some shares on here in the morning, seeing if there was a huge blocks, bid and ask. They were kind of washing some size. Thought it might have been one of those China pumps because it has a history of it. So I'm just going to keep this one on watch with those other couple. Not going to mention them every day just because I don't want them getting crowded and whatnot. And they might not do anything, but I'm just going to keep them on watch for some potential China scam dumps. So in terms of trades tomorrow, being a half day, if Tesla gaps up big enough, I could see a gap up follow through setup. Ideally, that waits till Friday for options expiry. And OPTT, same kind of thing. Some people like Kyle Williams was mentioning, this kind of reminded him of FFIE. If I go back to that daily over here, when it was at 4 cents, and it already ran to, 50, a dollar, and people thought this was extended, and it went to $4. And he kind of thinks OPTT looks very similar to that, where it goes, from 10 cents now to 50 cents. And it's like, wow, that thing's extended. But if this thing goes red tomorrow, I likely look for a pullback back to 30 cents. And if this thing's holding over 44s, then I could see it going higher. So this will be my main watch tomorrow. Cores could be a breakout trade through the 1050s, 1070s. And then, yeah, Tesla, parabolic, and then that whole list of staying familiar names. That's it. Hope that helps. I got lots of engagement on these videos the last couple weeks. Happy to answer the questions in the comments. And yeah, reach out on Twitter or anything like that. I'm happy to help. And I will see you guys in the room.